small apartment always felt thick, heavy with the smell of old dust and something vaguely metallic, like a forgotten coin left to tarnish. Tonight, though, it was different. It had a cloying sweetness, like overripe fruit on the verge of decay, and a prickling chill that had nothing to do with the weak December wind outside. I'd been feeling off for days, a persistent hum beneath my skin, a gnawing unease that clung to me like damp wool. It started subtly, little things. The flickering of lights when no one was near the switch, the disembodied whispers I'd dismiss as the wind or the old building settling. But last night, it escalated. I was standing by my dresser, choosing pajamas when I saw it. A shadow deeper than any natural darkness, pooling in the corner of my eye. I turned, but there was nothing. Just the familiar beige walls, the worn rug. I shook my head, blaming fatigue. Then my reflection in the mirror caught my attention. My eyes, usually a dull brown, seemed to gleam with an unnatural, almost predatory yellow. I blinked, and they were back to normal. A trick of the light, I told myself, forcing a smile that felt brittle and wrong. Later, tucked under my blankets, the feeling intensified. It was as if something was watching me, breathing the same stale air, its presence a palpable weight pressing down on my chest. I tried to read, but the words blurred, morphing into unsettling shapes on the page. Then a sound, a faint scratching like fingernails on wood coming from inside my closet. My heart leaped into my throat. I sat up, straining to hear. Silence. I told myself it was the building again, the pipes groaning. But the sweetness in the air, that cloying, rotten fruit smell, grew stronger. It filled the room, suffocating. I finally drifted into a fitful sleep, only to be jolted awake by a guttural whisper right next to my ear. It wasn't words, exactly, more like a corrupted rasp, a sound scraped from the deepest pits of despair. I scrambled out of bed, fumbling for the lamp. The moment the light flooded the room, the oppressive presence seemed to recede, but the smell lingered, a vile perfume that promised something truly terrible. Tonight, I can't shake the feeling that it's back. The shadows in my apartment are thicker, more menacing. The metallic scent is stronger, mingled with that sickeningly sweet decay. And I swear, when I look in the mirror, my pupils are starting to dilate, turning a murky, impossible shade of amber. I can feel something ancient and hungry stirring within these walls, and I have a terrifying certainty that it's not just the building settling. It's settling in, and it wants me. I keep hearing that rasping whisper, just at the edge of my hearing, and I'm afraid to turn around, afraid of what I might see in the deepening gloom. My breath is coming in shallow gasps, and the air itself feels like it's trying to choke me. This isn't just a feeling anymore. This is real, and it's terrifyingly close.